accessorial charges, how to waive them, how to reduce them, even if you're a small shipper. So let's stick with like 5 shipments a week, 5 LTL shipments a week, tons of accessorial fees out there. Let's just stick with you're a CPG customer and you're going into big box. More times than not, you're going to have a appointment on delivery. That costs money, and it can vary from whatever LTL carrier you use. But before we go into how to mitigate or waive those charges, you got to figure out really LTL, right? Most companies look at their LTL and it's like clockwork. It's we're jumping on a couple different platforms. We're using a mixture of carriers direct, 3PLs, and looking for the best rate for every single shipment. It's hurting them in the long run, right? Because think of a couple different things. Most 3PLs, I wouldn't say most, probably your top 10 3PLs actually have those resources and volume and partnerships with LTL carriers and yeah, including Global Trans. I'm obviously going to plug my own company, but so there's about, I say 10, top 10 players, right? We all fish from the same pond, right? I mean, again, volume can vary, but at the end of the day, if you're in your top 10 3PLs, you have the volume, you have the relationships. Again, putting aside the one-off relationships, maybe, this 3PL has with FedEx, this 3PL, but at 5 a week, even larger than that, you're not going to feel that impact, right? So right now you're already fishing from the same pond, right? Now what happens is secondly, there's very little margin anyways in LTL, right? And people want to sit here and say that it's not your job to know about pricing, what the rep makes. Well, I think logically on both sides, you should know how someone's getting paid, because it really does dictate on how you're treated, right? At the end of the day, I want to know how someone's incentivized, how you make money versus and vice versa. That's the only way you really both can be profitable, right? So very lean margin. Think about it this way. Your shipment's $200. Say you have a $200 shipment. $200 shipment, the company makes, again, that shipping company, that 3PL company makes 20% margin flat. They run, let's just say they run 20% on that $200 shipment. That's $20. Now that rep, whoever's associated to your account, I think the last time I worked for corporate was I got 10%. I got 10% of the gross profit. So I got 10% of that. So $10. There's not a chance. And that's why I never worked with companies that didn't give me everything, right? I'd rather spend my time. It's obviously ROI, right? My time, my resources. And if I'm going to go drive down rates, I'm going to give those incentives to my customers that are giving me everything, right? I'm going to give that attention to the customers that are giving me everything. And if someone's not doing that, if someone's giving a rate shopper the same attention as they would their A customers, that's a horrible move. So think about it that way. So now when you look at your 5 a day shipments, right? Say you're getting dinged with every time you're shipping into your distribution center or strictly right into their the big box DC. What do you got to say you spend $50 a time as far as appointment on delivery. Well, us as a 3PL, hearing from the source's mouth, we get deeper discounts, right? And again, those are the things that you want to look at and say, okay, hey, listen, if you're giving me everything, you do $100,000 a year, I'm going to see, I'll eat that at cost. Maybe that $50 charge appointment fee every single shipment, we actually get it at $30. I'll give it to you at cost. I won't make any money on that, again, because you're giving me everything. You're giving me all $100,000. Don't have to worry about rate shopping a bunch of people. We could this is where the relationship starts. This is how both sides are profiting, right? I'm making money. You're all in with me. I'll just eat the cost or pass my cost along to you and save you $20 extra every single shipment. So those are the things that you got to think about, especially with LTL. If you're going to go with one 3PL, preferably me, but seriously, go with one 3PL. We all fish from the same pond, or at least the top 10 3PLs. No sense of going and really seriously, no sense of going through multiple different 3PLs. Focus on one 3PL. And again, you get to maximize your buying power. You get the diverse profile of carriers. And obviously you get to clean up a lot of things from an operational standpoint when it comes into like manual processes on the front end and back end. So my contact info will be below. Reach out to me if you're looking to reduce your LTL spend, and we can go from there. Talk to you guys.